Yo, what's good? Who the gang? We back with another video. In today's video, we got Project Bluebeam staging a fake alien attack to take over the world. Now, with all these drones and shit like that going on, let me make sure recording and all that. With all these drones and all that going on, I'm telling ya, bro, aliens is real, bro. Just think. All right, so these drones, I already said this in another video. Look, what they talking about in this video, all this shit is going on, bro. These drones and shit like that, bro, that right there is us flying those around. But aliens do exist, bro. There's actually UFOs with aliens in them too. But we already made a peace treaty with them. This is just me saying this, bro. Maybe I'll just be, maybe I smoke too much, bro, and it's just conspiracy minds, but I'm telling you, bro. Let's see what we gotta say though. Let's see.
This episode of the Y-Files is brought to you, and this is us revisiting Project Bluebeam, but there's mostly new information in this, so if you saw the first episode, then this one is still worth watching. But you probably didn't see the first episode because it was demonetized and buried, which is why I'm taking another shot. Which leads me to the second thing. This is the YouTube-friendly version of this episode. There are about 2 minutes missing, and those 2 minutes are available on the version.
Why those 2 minutes missing? Why those 2 minutes missing? We probably already watched this video way back when. You know what I'm trying to say? Every time something gets spotted, it's a drone. What we seeing right now, all these drones, these are actually drones. But those orbs and shit like that, those orbs, I think those are really UFOs. I ever cooked the dope so good, you think the Fed's watching? That's crazy, bro. Alright, anyways, fucking, that shit just threw me off. What the fuck was I saying? These orbs, I think these orbs is aliens and shit. Think about it. We got aliens in our water, we got aliens in space. But these drones we seeing, that's actually the government.
Redacted version.
They're gonna fake an alien invasion. They're gonna do all that just so we could all form a new world order.
And that's on Patreon. And stop.
Let me see. Hi, baby. What the fuck? Yo, Miss Dior, you alright, bro?
Stop screaming. You're not missing anything. It's 2 minutes at the very end and has nothing to do with the story. It's really just me preaching, and the episode is probably better without it.
But if they want to support the channel, that would be okay.
Would you get out of here?
Maybe they could buy a Hecklefish mug or t-shirt.
That's enough.
You are a terrible salesman.
I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just letting them know that there's another version, and if they want to check it out, they can, and why I'm covering this again. And you can't just stick your fin out.
What the hell? Oh, God. Hold on, bro. Hold on. What did it just say? Warning, I make strong allegations against the United States government and the United States. This is purely opinion and speculation. Oh, my God. You know when they give a warning like that, bro, it's about to get deep. Oh, God. Everybody get y'all snacks, bro. Get ready, bro. It's a 48-minute video, chicken. You finessed me, bro. I said I was about to end the stream, bro. You finessed me, bro. But we're going to watch this, bro. We're going to watch this. This show isn't news. It's entertainment. I don't know anything. I get things wrong. I'm just a guy who talks to a fish. Oh, God. I'm scared.
You're on your way to your assignment. You've worked the same job for 7 years. You didn't choose it, but they say it's important and you're well suited for it. Everyone's occupation is assigned based on ability. To run society any other way would be chaotic, the way life was before the event. The event was the day everyone on Earth became a single society. You don't remember life before. Nobody does. The media reminds you of overpopulation, pollution, illness, and endless wars for resources. The world was fractured into different states with different cultures, religions, and leaders. It must have been awful. These stories make you glad your memories were erased. The event saved humanity. Cities are calm and efficient. No borders, no conflicts. One global society, provided for and secure. Everything just works. But sometimes a memory will flash through your mind. Riots, violence, destruction, tension, anxiety. You push it away. Why think about the past when life is so much better now?
Bro, what is going
But
on?
some people can't let go. The event deniers. Bitter malcontents spreading disinformation that life was somehow better before. It's deplorable. Thankfully, these troublemakers who cling to the past disappear as soon as they're identified. Once all the event deniers are gone, we could finally be rid of that conspiracy theory.
Hold up, is he saying this is about to happen? Is he saying that they're about to do a fake alien invasion and all the people that talk about the invasion and shit and know what's going on, they're gonna abduct them and make them disappear and then they're gonna make them forget about it? Is that what you just said, bro? Oh God, bro, I know too much, bro.
Shadow governments, secret technology, UFOs and aliens. Everyone knows none of that is real. No sane person believes the event was anything but a gift. And it definitely wasn't some conspiracy called Project Bluebeam.
Holy shit.
Yeah, human, there you are. I need your help. Something strange is happening.
Stranger than a talking goldfish?
No, you idiot. Will you listen? It started at breakfast this morning. I was browsing the web, having a
Why does it say delete me?
bowl of Mariner's Choice.
Whoa, you know that stuff is way overpriced, right?
Excuse me. Mariner's Choice is organic, non-GMO, and honest anal.
Artisanal.
This is an ad?
What
This is an ad? What the fuck? Yo, are you kidding me, bro? Yo, bro. How he finessed that shit?
Manast wasn't the type of guy you'd expect to become a global conspiracy icon. He was a journalist from Quebec, Canada.
This
He
dude looks
focused
familiar.
mainly on political commentary. In the early 90s, he didn't like where society was headed. Something was happening. He could feel it, but he couldn't identify it. So he did some digging, and his fears were justified. He discovered a secret cabal of powerful elites controlling the world from behind the scenes. He called them the Shadow Masters.
Holy
But you can
shit.
substitute shadow government, deep state, military intelligence complex.
Illuminati.
Right. Whatever you
Oh,
want to call
God.
them, Serge Manast was determined to expose them.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Don't get ahead of me.
Oh, no.
In 1994, he published a book about his investigation, Project Bluebeam, which outlines a detailed plan to create a one-world government and a new world order.
I just said that, bro. I just said that, bro.
And the plan is about to go into motion. NASA and the United Nations will be front organizations. The UN will allow the elites to influence every country on Earth, and NASA will create the technology to turn influence into control. Manast discovered that Project Bluebeam will create the biggest hoax ever conceived. Using advanced technology and psychological manipulation, this illusion will be so convincing that it becomes the new reality shared by everyone on Earth.
I'm telling y'all, yo. Do not be fooled by these drones, bro. This is the government doing it. Think about it. Right now, they're trying to push out this little fake message that the drones are there to look for nukes that drop. That's not the case, bro. I'm telling
A
you.
reality.
In 2025, they're going to announce that aliens are here. I'm telling you guys, get ready. 2025, I promise you, they will announce aliens are here.
Controlled by an elite few. Project Bluebeam has 4 key goals to ensure everyone's primary allegiance is to the New World Order. First, destroy religion. Second, destroy national pride. Third, destroy the family. And fourth, destroy individual creative freedom.
Hello, this is already happening.
Holy shit.
As soon as his book was released, he was followed, surveilled, his phones were tapped, he was harassed, and then there was a knock on the door.
Hitman?
Child Protective Services.
Oh,
They took his kids away.
what? Why?
Well, his children were homeschooled. The Canadian government didn't like this. They were taken from him.
That's your government, bro. That's your government, bro.
And made wards of the state so they could receive a proper public education.
Run by the government.
Yep, he never saw them again. A few months later, in December, another knock on the door.
Pizza?
Police.
Yeah.
He was arrested for spreading misinformation.
it's been a long time since Canadians had freedom of speech, huh?
Manaste was questioned by police for hours and then spent the night in jail. Then, the very next day, well, what usually happens to whistleblowers who expose secret government programs.
He took the long nap.
They write books and go on Joe Rogan.
No, I mean whistleblowers not for military intelligence.
Oh, this happens.
What was that? Did you sneeze?
No. Don't you see me slicing my fin across my throat?
No, it's not even moving.
Hang on. How about this?
Still nothing.
Crip. Good.
Bro, what the
I
fuck
might
is
have
these
to ease
jokes?
up on the Botox.
Yeah, you're not fooling
I'm gonna
anybody.
free me.
It's
He's
for my
dead, bro. I bet
migraines.
he's about to say
So
dead.
what happens to whistleblowers?
They get dead.
Yes. The next day, Serge Manaste was found dead in his apartment. The official report said he died of a heart attack. He was only 51 years old. His latest physical showed him in perfect health. 2 other journalists looking into Project Bluebeam also had sudden heart attacks, though they had no history of heart problems.
Hell no.
So we know the goals of Project Bluebeam: one world government, one world religion, one national identity,
shit.
and the erosion of the family in favor of the state. Those are big goals. Big goals require bold moves. The Shadow Masters know this. And it all starts with an earthquake.
Damn, I just got banned on TikTok. Your access to go live and multi-guest would be... See what I mean, bro? Submit appeal. Wait, what? Misinformation? What the fuck? Huh? I thought it was copyright. Hold up. Go. What the fuck? Misinformation. In the global community, it is not true for people to have different opinions, but we seek to operate on a shared set of facts and reality. We do not allow inaccurate, misleading, or false content that may cause significant harm to individuals or society, regardless of intent. Significant harm includes physical, psychological, or social harm and property damage. Visit our community guidelines for more information. What the fuck? Wow. Ain't that some shit? That's how you know we speak, yo, bro. That's how you know, bro. See that shit? That shit just happened live, bro. That's kind of scary, bro. That's kind of really scary.
The elites behind Project Bluebeam know that implementing a one-world government requires everyone to share a single set of values. That makes the population much easier to control.
I thought I was gonna get banned for like copyright or some shit. I can't believe it's banned for misinformation. Like, what the fuck? Like, how do they know that this isn't real? You know what I'm trying to say? Bro, you're annoying, bro. What do you mean you reported me? Don't want to ruin the moment, but I also reported you, so that could be a reason. You're a fucking asshole.
Control.
That's all
Project
I'm saying.
Bluebeam achieves its goal in 4 steps. Step 1, create a single religion where everyone worships the same God, the God they create. Serge Manaste called this the New Age religion.
We must remember that the New Age religion is the very foundation for the New World government, without which the dictatorship is completely impossible.
Nope, never.
That is why the Bluebeam Project is so important to them, but has been so well hidden until now.
How do you destroy all religions? Well, find new archaeological artifacts that discredit them. Produce hard physical evidence as proof that their doctrine is wrong. It wouldn't be the first time that religion was impacted by a new discovery. The Dead Sea Scrolls. For hundreds of years, the Bible was thought to be complete. Then in 1947, a shepherd finds some clay jars in a cave, and suddenly there are new religious texts, like the Book of Jubilees, the Wisdom of Solomon, and the Book of Tobit.
Yeah, and the Book of Enoch.
Right.
The Book of Enoch, link below. It's got giants, it's got angels, it's got the Great Flood, it's even got Anunnaki.
This discovery of the Dead
Holy
Sea Scrolls
shit.
didn't fundamentally
The
change
Anunnaki?
religion, but it did.
Bro, I think the Anunnaki makes the most sense, bro. Like, bro, there's books missing from the Bible, right? Like, bro, aliens could exist in the same world, bro. A lot of people don't believe in it because of like religious reasons, but aliens could exist in the same world. Like, they don't have to all be demons. You know what I'm saying?
It caused scholars to
crazy,
ask,
bro.
what else are we missing? Imagine an earthquake in the Middle East, which reveals hard evidence that Jesus never existed.
Nah,
Chaos.
Jesus is real though. Jesus could be real, but what if they trying to say he's an alien or some shit like that? But the story of Jesus could still be real.
Or an earthquake that
Like, I
reveals
believe Jesus is
technology
real.
buried for 2 million years that proves human DNA was engineered by aliens or another advanced race.
Yeah, Anunnaki, Anunnaki, Anunnaki.
That would completely undermine not just the story of creation, but also debunk evolution. Project Bluebeam will fabricate any evidence necessary to discredit every religion on the planet, and they'll hide that evidence in an earthquake. If the right artifact were discovered, it would cause chaos within every faith. But what about people who don't belong to a religion or don't believe in God? Project Bluebeam addresses this in Step 2, the step where we get a new God.
What the hell? I mean, it is kind of scary, bro, when you think about it. Like, all this shit is going on behind closed doors.
Project Bluebeam's Step 2. Manass calls it the big space show in the sky, but it's so much more. He discovered that NASA and a few intelligence agencies developed the technology to project 3D holographic images into the sky. I say into because the system uses a combination of satellites and ground-based systems to manipulate the ionosphere. You don't need a screen. Images can be projected onto the particles in the atmosphere. The projections will appear so lifelike that people will believe they are witnessing a miracle. The dominant god of each region will appear in the sky. Imagine looking up and seeing Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, all speaking to their followers in their own language.
Nah, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like if this was to happen, you would feel that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you would feel like if this is really Jesus talking to you or something. You know what I mean?
Their god will tell them their beliefs are all wrong, then will slowly morph into a new god. This is the first appearance of the new Messiah, God of the New
This
World
is all
Order.
AI.
The projections of Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Krishna will merge into one, and explanations of mysteries and revelations will be disclosed. This one God will, in fact, be the Antichrist, who will explain that the various scriptures have been misunderstood and misinterpreted, and that the religions of old are responsible for turning brother against brother and nation against nation. Therefore, old religions must be abolished to make way for the new age,
What the fuck is going on, bro? This music is scaring me.
new world religion, representing the one God Antichrist they see before them.
Debunking old religions will be enough to convert some people to this new one. Giant deities appearing and then converging into one Antichrist will convert a lot more. But these technologies won't work on everybody. Non-religious people will be terrified
not
for
working for
sure,
me.
but they won't suddenly believe in a god based on a hologram, no matter how real it looks. The Shadow Masters know that. The Shadow Masters know that to create a one-world government and single religion,
Yes, scared
they
of
need
the
100% of the population to believe. But you can't force a religious belief on somebody. They need to make the decision themselves, or at least be convinced they made it. The elites know this. That brings us to step 3. If you're not convinced by what you see, they'll use technology to broadcast the message directly into your brain. You may not realize it, but this technology is being used on you right now.
Hallelujah.
When the new God appears in step 2, you'll hear him speaking whether you believe in him or not. And you won't be able to escape his voice because you're not hearing it through your ears. His voice is coming from your mind. The third step of Project Bluebeam is mind control.
Nah, nobody is
They'll
fucking
use
mind
electromagnetic
controlling me, bro.
waves
Nobody.
to interfere with brain function. They can shape perceptions, create emotions, and influence beliefs.
Where my lighter at,
The
bro? I'm
third
scared,
step
bro.
in the Bluebeam
Where my
project
lighter?
uses electronically augmented two-way communication, where ELF, VLF, and LF waves will reach each person from within his or her own mind, convincing each of them that their own God is speaking to them from the very depths of their own soul. Such rays from satellites are fed from the memories of computers that have...
Holy shit. What if? Holy shit. What if these satellites are Starlink? Remember, Elon Musk has been putting up satellites these past few years. He's been putting up thousands of satellites. Bro, what the fuck? Damn. What if all of that Starlink shit is really this that's going on?
stored massive data about every human on Earth and their languages. The rays will then interlace with their natural thinking to form what we call diffuse artificial thought. That kind of technology goes into the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s research where the human brain has been compared to a computer. Information is fed in, processed, integrated, and then a response is formulated and acted upon.
We know for a fact that the U.S. military and intelligence have experimented with mind control.
They did,
we know
bro.
they used sound waves in the Vietnam War to make the enemy anxious without knowing why. The CIA used these and all kinds of other methods to scramble people's brains.
Yes, bro. Yo, bro, in war, they be playing something like when they're controlling a town, like a part of war is like playing stuff through the speakers and shit like that too, like all throughout the night and shit, just to scare them. You know what I mean? Like if you play like a sound of somebody screaming throughout the whole night, people are gonna be paranoid and on the edge. Like, what the fuck? Like, you never know when those screams is gonna be really somebody screaming or gunshots. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's mad crazy shit.
And program them to be.
He's trying to take us. He's trying to make a way to take. Wait, what? He is trying to make a way to Mars though. So
sleeper
that's what I'm
agents.
saying, but you
Leap
never
down
know.
in the breadbasket, Chief.
Sleeper agents, bro, like that CEO dude. I think that CEO dude was a sleeper agent. He disappeared for a few months, came back, killed somebody. The family don't even know what the fuck happened to him. What the fuck happened in these few months? The bullets all say words on it? Hell no. That's a sleeper agent.
The government uses EM waves for all kinds of dark purposes. They've patented a device that can trigger emotions in a target from a half-mile away. But what's really scary about the patent is that it claims it can piggyback its signal onto any frequency.
The CEO was a killer too? No. The CEO killer. Like the killer, the CEO, the guy that killed the CEO.
Would mean we can never escape it. Everything that uses electricity has an electromagnetic field. Think you're safe living off the grid? Nope. Radio signals can bounce off the ionosphere and reach anywhere in the world. The fourth and final stage of Project Bluebeam is the most sinister. Serge Manasse predicts a universal supernatural manifestation with electronic means. In other words, an alien invasion. The elites will promise to unite and defend the world against our common enemy.
Yo, remember that dream I had about UFOs attacking? That shit's crazy.
But to do that, they'll need emergency power. But it's only temporary, so we won't resist authority. We'll beg for it.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? This is why, bro, they need me as president, bro. Imagine me as president. I would get shit done, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if we got a politic with the aliens, we got a politic, you feel me? I'm letting everybody know what's going on, bro. We all working towards peace. Like, we getting shit done, bro. Like, fuck that,
One
bro.
is to make mankind believe that an alien invasion is about to occur at every major city on Earth in order to provoke...
The country could collapse? Okay. Okay, the country will collapse? Okay, being disrespectful. Alright, I won't tell you about the dream right now just because...
nuclear weapons
Like, I
in
don't want to
order
take
to
up too much
strike
time.
back.
I'll tell you at a
The
different
United
time.
Nations Court will require that all nations which launch nuclear weapons disarm when the invasion is shown to be false. And how would the United Nations know that the invasion was false? They will have staged it, of course.
Bro, I've told you about the dream before. It's a weird dream. It was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We kept reacting to AMP and shit, and then I had a dream about them, bro. Remember, I was running through the alleyway, and I said that there was UFOs in my house, and I was like, what the fuck? So I ran through my back alleyway. And then I run through the fucking street. I see Chris handicap ass trying to run through the alleyway, and I see Phantom's underneath a mud pile with mud covering his face. I see a little bit of his face showing. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. And then I woke up. This shit was crazy.
Subsequently, I found out
Yes.
that up at kind of Bunkport, there were all these UFOs zipping around when Bush was up there out on a cigarette boat.
Yo, what I told y'all, bro. Stephen Greer. Yo, what the fuck? I'm on point, bro. I'm on point. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing. What I told you, bro. What I told you, bro. I was just talking about this. Yo, bro, I was just talking about this on stream. I don't even know if I uploaded that or some shit. But I was just talking about this dude, bro. Like, this shit is crazy. No. The UFO I saw wasn't a cigarette UFO. It was literally the flying saucer one.
And they didn't realize they were ours. So now we're getting into false flag 101.
Yup. Exactly.
A false flag attack.
I'm telling you, we have a treaty with the aliens. And the aliens, this people that's using the drones and shit, that's part of a secret a group of people. And they're trying to do a fake alien invasion.
They'll use
the aliens that's actually here want to help us.
Holographic projections,
crazy,
as well as real man-made craft designed to look and move like UFOs.
That's what I think.
And here's the twist. The groundwork for this deception is being laid right now. All my life, UFOs and aliens were a fringe topic. When Serge Manasse made his predictions, they were a fringe topic. Yet somehow he predicted that high-profile people from the military would come forward with claims of alien encounters, UFO crashes, and hidden government projects. He warned that whistleblowers aren't telling the truth, they're spreading misinformation. They're slowly bringing the subject of UFOs out of the fringe and into the mainstream.
That there is an overarching agenda that was hashed between 53 and 56 to create the specter of a threat from outer space that does not exist.
Holy
And he said
shit,
the best
bro.
way to cause all people of the world to come together in one world government and end war forever would be if we were attacked by some other species from some other planet. And boy, that just clicked with me, and I
Everything
knew
makes sense. That's exactly what's going on.
that this is just another scam. This is the age of deception. There's
Yes.
no doubt about it.
Age of deception. Age of
Yes.
deception.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. Even this stuff with the CEO, all of this stuff is connected. This dude, this CEO agent or whatever, all this shit is happening in unison, guys. Y'all gotta see it all connected, bro. You gotta see it like for like a puzzle or shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Think about it. Everything's happening the way it's supposed to be happening. Like, it's fucking crazy. So this CEO dude, this is what I think is gonna happen. I think this right here, this trial with this CEO killer, his name is Luigi. I'm pretty sure his name is Luigi. So this right here, this is gonna trigger, right? All right, let me restart. This trial is gonna be public. Everybody's gonna see this trial going on. Now, from this trial, we're gonna have a major shift in how we see the healthcare system. Everybody's gonna wake up to how the healthcare system is. But the government is perfectly planning that. They want us to wake up to that. So then when we're like, you know what, we got to fix the healthcare system. All right, let's fix this. Then after that, let's all do a one world order. Everything's going to connect back to the one world order. I promise you. And this one world order, they're going to say that we need to do that to defend ourselves against aliens and shit like that. But these aliens are the ones that's been keeping us from nuking ourselves. Because think about it. After we drop those 2 nukes, we're going to drop more nukes. But then our nuclear reactors got shut down by UFOs. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. You gotta look it up. Like, it's crazy.
Age of deception. Age of deception. Age of deception.
Think about it. If aliens are studying us, they fucking watching 2 gorillas. You know what I'm trying to say? Or like, you know, because we all pretty much to them just fucking monkeys and shit like that. So imagine you watching a whole bunch of monkeys, you studying them and shit like that. They just want to kill each other and this and that. And now on top of that, they got fucking nuclear devices, right? They can blow up the whole entire world. You're not gonna want that to happen. You're studying us. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy.
Deception. Age of deception. Age of deception. Age of deception.
On June 28, 2001, Bill Cooper said the U.S. would stage a false flag attack on a major city and blame Osama bin Laden, a name unknown to most Americans. Yes, 6 weeks later, on September 11, 2001, the towers fell. Yes. He said the government killed him for revealing
Age of deception.
truth.
Age of deception.
I'm telling you, bro. 9/11, everybody knows that we did that to ourselves. And we willing to blow up our own towers and kill our own people. Imagine what the fuck we willing to do now with these fake drones. I'm telling you, there's gonna be an alien invasion that goes on.
Deception.
Alright, I gotta stop rambling, bro. 6 weeks later, what? 6 weeks after that, Bill Cooper was killed in a shootout with authorities trying to serve him a warrant. Only one crime in America carries penalties more than severe. Wait, what? Only one crime in America carries penalties more severe than murder. Tax evasion? Bitch, that's my money! I ain't gonna lie, bro. Pay your taxes, bro. You think that
The
wasn't
military
Osama?
releases
Osama
videos
did
of
not do that.
UFOs,
Come on,
and
bro.
Congress
Think
holds
about it.
hearings. And the news reports
blew
all
that
this
shit
with a
up.
straight face. This is all very new. By spreading the idea of non-human biologics with advanced technology, the elites behind Project Bluebeam are creating a narrative that will feel completely logical once the attack
I've never
happens.
heard that before, for real. All right, we gotta get into
Manas's
that
theory
next stream.
goes on. The invasion will begin with staged UFO sightings over major cities, causing mass panic.
shit.
Governments around the world will issue warnings of an impending global catastrophe.
Bro, that's
They'll
literally
ask
that looks like
permission
what I
for
saw, but it didn't have none of these lights.
something unthinkable,
And it didn't have that thing at the bottom. It was all smooth.
and we'll say yes. Nuclear weapons will be
That's not my
deployed
eyebrow off.
in a desperate battle
how I do
for
this.
survival against alien forces. Can you imagine what it would be like if the skies were full of UFOs, fighter jets, and nuclear explosions? I mean, really think about it. That would be so terrifying that people would gladly give up freedom in exchange for survival.
Hell no. Make sure I get guns, bro. Stack up.
So the nations
All
of the
that.
world will unite into a central one world government. It's the only way to protect humanity from further alien incursions. The false flag invasion will unite humanity. But more than that, it will change our entire worldview. It will redefine what we believe is possible. Now we'll believe anything. The final step of Project Bluebeam seeks to turn that belief into a tool of absolute control.
Holy shit.
Once the threat is over and the population is calm, using a combination of holographic technology and radio waves, everybody's brains will be wiped. We'll have no memory of what came before this event.
Nah, bro.
This will be done
what?
by building upon CIA brainwashing techniques developed and perfected during MK Ultra. Then
Whoa, what the fuck? Make sure y'all never get Neuralink, alright? No matter what, never get Neuralink. When they start releasing that to the public, even in like 10 years, don't get that shit.
with every mind on Earth a clean slate, the New World Order can begin. Families will be dissolved because you don't know who your family is. You only know the information being transmitted to you by Project Bluebeam. So you go along willingly and peacefully. The Shadow Masters will have boots on the ground ready to go. Men, women, and children around the world will be lined up and inventoried. You might not remember who you are, but they will. They'll know where you live, what you did for a living, who your family is, and most of all, they will know what you own. Cars, homes, money, every asset you have will be accounted for. Your assets will be seized because you don't know what your assets were. And you'll be assigned housing and a job because you don't remember where you lived or what you did. But you won't work for money. You don't need
What the
money.
fuck?
Everything you need is
There's actually so much shit going on under the radar that most people don't even think about, bro. It's wild.
provided for you. You feel like this is how life should be.
Bro, this shit's
Any
kinda
other way of
scary,
life
bro.
sounds primitive and chaotic. All the wealth in the world belongs to a very select few people. They retain their memories, and they live in luxury. And they know that as long as they keep the population fed, meaning fed food and fed propaganda, people will comply. And anyone who doesn't, they quickly disappear. All homes and businesses will have cameras and microphones. It's illegal to tamper with these. Finding dissenters is easy. You just watch, wait, and act. Within 2 generations, the New World Order will seem perfectly natural.
What
Dissenting
the
wouldn't
fuck?
even make sense.
Bro, imagine.
By then, And children aren't
Yo, I
born
don't like
even
the noises and shit, bro. I got headphones on, bro. This shit is yeah, bro. This shit is creeping me out.
sense. By then, children aren't born to parents. Everyone is sterilized at birth. The Shadow Masters keep tight control on population
Bro,
growth.
this shit is
Children are
trippy.
created by DNA genetically optimized for desirable qualities like submissiveness, agreeability, and lack of curiosity.
It's so creepy, bro. Like, really think about it, bro. Straight up, bro. Even the AR vids are scared to see. That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say that. Like, think about this, bro. Like, everything we're looking at right now is fake, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, really take a step back and realize how far technology's coming, bro. Like, you gotta just sit back and be like, damn, bro. Like, it's just amazing, but, like, scary at the same time, bro. Like, what's gonna happen in the next 5 years, bruh? Like, really think about it, bro. We're looking at AI videos. Like, it's only been, like, 2 years or so since it's been released to the public, really. Like, just think, like, this shit is crazy.
They are incubated.
Like, what the fuck is this? Baby doctors? Like, what the fuck? Like, how you even search this up? How is this a thing? Who are these babies? Like, who are these people, bro? Like, is there somebody, like, am I one day gonna see an AI thing of myself? Or are these faces all, like, really not a thing? Like, what the fuck?
And assigned a role in society. When they're no longer useful, they're euthanized. This
Like,
was
what if I see myself there, bro?
inhumane. Letting someone live for years,
tight,
sick
bro.
and old,
Like, what the fuck
will
I'm
seem
doing there,
cruel.
bro?
And that's the cycle. The architects of the New World Order have finally achieved the utopia
crazy,
they've
bro.
always
I ain't gonna
wanted. Now, Surgeman Ast has attracted plenty of critics and skeptics. Some people call him a kook. Other people call him a prophet. Unfortunately, we won't know who's right until it's too late.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
Project Bluebeam claims NASA and the UN plan to fake an alien invasion using mind control and holograms to create a new god, then scare people into accepting a one-world government. Great story. But is it true? Well, I can't debunk a secret government program because it's secret, but we can break down Project Bluebeam to see if it's even possible.
Yeah, I don't think all of that is real, but there's a lot of aspects of that that's definitely real.
Step one is earthquakes. Do we have the technology to create them on demand?
Yes.
We do. We do this all the time by fracking for oil. The number of earthquakes of a 3.0 magnitude or higher in Oklahoma went from an average of 2 per year in the 2000s to over 800 in 2015, induced by fracking. So the technology is here. The problem is it can't be done in secret. You need huge crews of people and loud, heavy machinery. They couldn't hide it. Step 2, global holograms of gods and UFOs. This tech doesn't exist. Nothing even close to it does.
Yeah, but the military is always 20 years ahead.
Maybe, but it would use so much power, you'd have to dedicate the entire energy industry to it. All oil, gas, coal, and nuclear energy has to go into this one single project. Word would get out. Step 3, mind control, using electromagnetic waves. This tech exists, but it's not really mind control. It can affect moods, cause anxiety, make people sick, even kill them. But you can't implant messages or create sleeper agents.
Yeah, the CIA's
never
still
know,
working
bro.
on it, though.
Well, if they are, they'd be breaking the law.
Oh, my mistake, of course.
you know
The
damn well they
CIA
don't
would
care.
never break the law.
Faking an alien invasion, even without holographic technology, could be done. All you need is a story and a compliant media to push it.
UFO sightings are a national security threat.
The things that they came up against were potentially so advanced that they posed an existential threat to the United States.
Well, we already have that.
Yo, truthfully, bro, I think the best way to know what's going on in the world, you gotta watch the news, and everything that they're showing you, think of it as a lie or a message that they're trying to push out. Not necessarily a lie, but think about it as your leader, right? Your leader's an evil person. He's a dictator and stuff. Like, he's doing things bad, but he's trying to comfort you and tell you lies and stuff. He's telling you stories. The stories are real, but he's twisting it a little bit. Are you going to believe the stories he's saying, or are you going to try to listen to the story and gather what you think is really the truth? That's really how you gotta watch the news. Cause like what they're saying is all true in a sense, but they're trying to flip it. You know what I mean?
We do, and that's
Like
too
it's
bad.
crazy what's going on right now. Like look at the message they pushing out, bro. Like they dead ass trying to push a fucking crazy message, and it's not what's going on.
The founding
Crazy.
fathers gave the press special protections to watch politicians.
I'm telling you, watch. In a
Instead,
few months, everything I'm saying is gonna come true.
press
Watch.
gives special protections to the politicians so they can watch us. That's
2025
dangerous
is gonna be
because the
crazy.
United States has a dark history of false flag operations. Remember Operation Gladio?
Link right down in your honeypot.
The CIA
I
and
just think
Mafia
it's all
teamed up and armed Italian terrorists to kill civilians and blame the communists. Or Operation Northwoods in 1962. The Defense Department planned to attack Americans and blame Cuban terrorists. Then they'd invade Cuba, and thank goodness JFK said no. He stopped trusting the military intelligence state after the Bay of Pigs.
Hey, and how'd that work out for him?
Not well. JFK didn't want war,
And
so
didn't
he
he
was
get
replaced
shot
by
by
a
his
president
driver?
who did, Lyndon Johnson, who presided over the Gulf of Tonkin incident, a false flag operation where the U.S. Navy claimed it was under attack by North Vietnam. Now, this is still controversial to say, but I don't care. It's the truth. The U.S. government lied to drag us into the senseless Vietnam War.
What I want is somebody that can lay up some plans to trap these guys and whoop hell out of them. Kill some of them. That's what I want to do.
I'll try and bring something back. We'll meet that objective.
One telegram, which we later found from Commander Herrick of the Maddox, had been made available to the committee at that time. I'm quite sure they would have had long hearings, gone into it thoroughly, and if they'd been able to discover the facts as they actually were, I don't believe it passed resolution because it was based upon absolutely false, erroneous information.
50,000 Americans dead, 300,000 wounded for what? To enrich weapons manufacturers and chemical companies? Really? But that's the theme of this episode. To achieve their goals, whatever they are, the power structure has to deceive us. Okay, back to the UFOs, the whistleblowers. I take a lot of heat for openly saying I don't trust them. Everything they say is approved by the Pentagon. That doesn't mean what they say is true. It means the Pentagon wanted them to say it. That's a great opportunity for deception. David Grush heard from a guy who knew a guy who worked with another guy who said he saw UFO wreckage. What?
Dave then went to the Defense Office of Pre-Publication Security Review, the DOPSA office inside the Pentagon, and he asked for permission to talk about what he knows, or what he says he knows. And they've given him permission to talk about crash retrievals.
Did we learn anything from any of that?
Shit.
Luis Elizondo was in charge of ATIP, but the Pentagon said he wasn't. Then he said they're smearing him. Then they said, well, he worked as a contractor, but not ATIP, and on and on and on. Which side is telling the truth? We don't know, but one side is using deception. Elizondo said he resigned because he was frustrated with the government's lack of transparency about UFOs. Great. That's what we need, that kind of bravery. Okay, tell us what's going on. What'd you see? What do we have? Well, he said, well, I have to be careful about what I say.
So look at this. If you saying this, but then saying I gotta be careful about what I say, that means that what you saying got approved by the government. So now we gotta be careful about what you say, because it's the message that's being pushed. Yo, bro, this shit is crazy, man. You gotta really see, like, when you get it manipulated, bro.
They made it very clear.
That's why I said, even what I'm saying that I think is gonna happen, you still can't even be trusting me. Cause think about it. What if I got manipulated? You know what I'm trying to say? So you gotta listen to it and you gotta just take it, you know what I mean? Store it in the back of your mind and just be ready just in case that was to come.
To me, that I have to be very careful not to talk about something that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Oh. But there are more details in my book.
Whatever's in there is cleared.
What?
Oh. Look, I want to believe these guys.
But now you're trying to get money. Just
But
say it.
as they say, I've been hurt before.
Yep.
Air Force intelligence, where both men spent many years, specializes in deception.
Damn. Even this guy could be deception.
We started slowly convincing him, or not really convincing him, but just giving him the idea that
this might be just UFOs, extraterrestrials. And he ran with that.
I have to be careful. Is it possible, and I'll be very careful what I say,
Hey, I just tapped into a secret laser on Kirtland Air Force Base. Obviously, we can't have that happen. So all I had to do was say, well, you know what, Paul? Maybe what you did see was UFOs.
There's a place near Culpeper, Virginia called The Farm, and people are gone there to be trained, to be professional disinformation, basically how to lie well.
There's techniques that we use that we're trained to use in gaining that person's confidence. And I use those techniques against Bill Miller and agreeing to say things that we wanted said regarding the UFO community or within the UFO community.
And when you see people on CNN
Bro, this dude looks like a reptile.
or CBS 60 Minutes, the folks that they will allow to talk about it are people that have been cherry-picked by this cabal, this secret government group, to say what they're told to say. It's scripted.
I want to be careful that I don't, because again, I haven't had what I have approval to talk about. I gotta be careful. I don't want to. Yeah, and again, I got to be careful because some of that stuff I haven't been cleared to talk about.
Do you have any examples of this? Yes, of course. Nick Pope, Lou Elizondo, Chris Mellon, all those guys.
Okay. Again, I got to be careful exactly what I say, but
they have been, I know for a fact, been told what to say.
I'm still advising the U.S. government on this.
You still consult with the government. You still have a security clearance. So,
and I'm trying to carefully message this, and on occasion, I still will consult for the U.S. government.
Careful the messages you're saying, bro.
So let's assume Elizondo is telling the truth. He said UFOs are a real threat to our national security. That's a serious statement to make if it's not true. But remember, Serge Manasse said that's all part of the plan, to convince us through deception that UFOs are a threat. So is Project Bluebeam happening? Well, Serge Manasse's story is complicated. The government did harass him, arrest him for misinformation, and he died the next day. It sounds like a conspiracy. But he loved Star Trek, and he called Project Bluebeam Star Trek technology. And Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, released the plot of an unreleased movie called The God Thing. It was eventually used for a Next Generation episode called Devil's Due. An alien uses technology to pose as a god and enslave a planet. She even uses mind control and holograms.
Oh, no. When did this guy release his book?
About 18 months after that episode aired.
Yeah.
If I seen that,
Project Bluebeam sounds like...
I ain't gonna lie, if I seen that, I would have probably punched him right in the face mad quick. Right as soon as he transformed. Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. He probably would have bit my hand right away.
Science fiction because it probably was. But that doesn't mean there's nothing to the story. The world the elites want to create is exactly how Project Bluebeam describes. And it's already happening. They're already merging economies, cultures, and governments. That's globalism. The Council on Foreign Relations, Bilderberg Group, Trilateral Commission, WEF, Davos. These are globalists, and they're not looking out for us.
Illuminati Volume 1 link down in the click hole.
Globalism, if done right, could help poor countries benefit from wealthier ones. There could be better cooperation, easier trade, cultural exchange, fewer wars. Sounds good. But their vision is more like Serge Manasse's prediction. Centrally planned government, a single currency, controlled wages and prices, assigned jobs, no private property, and depopulation. They downplay their more extreme plans. Deception. And the rules they want to impose on us to implement their vision, well, those rules don't apply to them. They want us to drive electric cars and take public transportation. They fly on private jets and are driven around by a fleet of Range Rovers. They want to install devices in our homes to limit the energy we use for heating and cooling, but keep their 5 houses at perfect temperature year-round. They want us to eat a plant-based diet.
And bugs.
And bugs, they really do.
How can we grow nutritious and sustainable food that supports healthy and productive lives with far fewer resources available? Insects are among the most abundant and nutritious animals on the planet.
But when these people get together, they go through a lot of steak and lobster. Greenpeace says that Davos is a distasteful masterclass in hypocrisy.
What the fuck?
And people often call out this hypocrisy. But here's what everyone misses. They don't see themselves as hypocrites. They need more resources because they're more important than us. They can't spend all day at an airport waiting in security lines and dragging bags and dealing with flight delays. they're so busy saving the world, they have to be exempt from the rules. And most of these elites aren't evil people.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that.
Really, most are not. They want a cleaner, safer, and better world for everyone. They want to feed starving children. They want older people to live in dignity. They don't want anyone to live in poverty. Noble goals. Their solution? A rental-based economy for housing, food, and everything.
You'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
Right. Ida Auken said at the World Economic Forum in 2016, the state would own all resources, and we just subscribe to them. Sharing and limiting access to resources would cut waste and pollution.
You want the function, you want the service, right? Why do you want to own a cell phone if you can just lease it? And if you lease, why shouldn't you lease your refrigerator or your washing machine or your dishwasher, or why do you want to own it?
And you don't want to own a home.
Secure a mortgage, buy a ton of furniture, and spend long hours on upkeep and renovation once in a while. Why make all these commitments? Life is full of surprises.
Renting gives you more freedom and less responsibility. And if the state controls resources, they'd be shared more fairly. They would limit access for some people in order to give access to others.
From each according to his ability, to each according to his needs.
Exactly. Karl Marx said that.
Yeah, nah, I don't know.
That resource rental economy idea is just another flavor of communism. But they present it as this grand plan that would make everyone's lives better. Their presentation is deception. We know what would happen. We'd have to contribute our private property, but the elites wouldn't. They're too important. They're doing this for the greater good. That's not evil. That's just arrogance. Project Bluebeam is a warning. Don't be deceived into accepting globalism. The WEF has backed away from the own nothing and be happy idea, but only after they were called out on it. They liked it before. That's deception. To accept their vision for a new world, existing institutions like religion, family, and patriotism need to be completely dismantled. Most of us don't want this. So the message has to be delivered as a subtle deception. Like maybe you can slip it into pop culture.
Let the past start.
I've read humanity's story, so now I'm erasing them.
I will shred this universe down to its last atom. And then create a new one.
That the old ways serve us no longer.
The past is dead. We either move forward or we die with it.
Kill it, if you have to.
Karl Marx said that the old ways have to be torn down, and the only way to do it is by force. That's the only way.
There is only one way in which the murderous death agonies of the old society and the bloody birth throes of the new society can be shortened, simplified, and concentrated. And that way is revolutionary terror.
And look, this episode has nothing to do with politics. It's about the powerful using deception to take advantage of the powerless. You can be a communist, or a socialist, or a capitalist. I'm a little bit of all those, but most of all, I'm a realist. Believe whatever you want. Just be honest about it. All systems are flawed because we are flawed. When ideologues claim their system is fair, they're lying. Communism isn't fair, but neither is capitalism. Socialism isn't fair, and the free markets aren't fair. No fair system exists because some people will always take advantage and will always want more. They know this, so they deceive us. Project Bluebeam may never happen, but the tools to control perception are here and being used against us every day. So what can you do? Well, get your information from as many sources as you can, but know they all have an agenda and use subtle deceptions to manipulate you. When you hear kill the past or unburdened by what has been, that's Marx talking, but they won't admit it. It's deception, and I want you to recognize it. Once you learn all the subtle ways the powerful use deception, you'll be changed forever. The world goes from black and white to color. You can't ever be deceived again. And when you learn, teach the skill to your kids, to everyone you can. That's the only way to stop Project Bluebeam and every other plan that requires us to surrender our freedom to the powerful. More regular people, like you and me, have to recognize when we're being deceived and say no.
What if we're being deceived
Whether it's
by
the
him?
media, politicians, or a giant god in the sky, More of us need to see the power structure for what it really is. An illusion.
Damn. Makes you think, yo. Makes you think.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Alright, yo. To everybody that's watching on YouTube, slap the titties off that like button if y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna see y'all later. Make sure y'all join the Twitch. First link in the bio. No, first link in the description. Why I keep saying bio? I'm tripping. Hey, yeah, man.